Occasionally I'll try my hand at making a musical instrument, and for a while I've wanted to build a bowlback mandolin. The bowlback is kind of old school, but I've always thought they were beautiful instruments and a nice piece of woodwork. But building instruments requires plans, new tools, jigs, and materials, so I've been buying or building all the things that I'll need. Making the bowl is obviously a big part of the project. I built a hot pipe bender to bend the staves, and in one of my recent videos I built the strip sander to get the right thickness for them. To assemble and shape the bowl, I'm making a form to build on. Sometimes it seems like all this other stuff is a bigger project than the instrument itself. Recently I was given some wedges of spruce for the front plate and for the braces, but I don't have a saw big enough to resaw them, so I decided to split them instead. Actually, power saws are a relatively new way to cut wood. Large logs used to be split using wooden wedges, and then pieces were shaved down into lumber. Think big Viking ships. Way back when, they split all that wood, and even today traditionalists may split rather than saw their wood. Splitting may yield less than sawing, but everything comes out quarter sawn, and quarter sawn is the gold of lumber. This picture shows a quarter sawn plank on the bottom of this growth rings perpendicular to the surface of the plank, and another flat sawn piece on top with the rings more oriented to being parallel to the surface. Notice how the flat sawn piece is slightly cupped, but the quarter sawn piece is flat. Quarter sawn wood is stronger and more stable. It's imperative that the thin, delicate pieces of an instrument be quarter sawn to achieve the strength and stability required, and that's what we get from splitting. Spruce is a wood that splits easily, and so I simply use a machete to get the split started and then a wooden wedge to open up the split. It didn't take long to split the two wedges, one for the thin pieces that I'm going to use to make the tops with, and another to be plain thicker for braces. Running the wedges through the planer, I start to get a good look at what I've got here. This wood has a lot of issues, but I have enough here that I'll easily get enough for a couple of instruments. You pay a lot for wood when it's already been milled because you're paying for all the bad wood that came along with the log. Because this is my first bowlback mandolin, I don't really want to use the very high quality expensive wood because there's a good chance that I'll make mistakes that would be very costly. Right now it's springtime, and so there's a lot to do around the shop and the yard, so this may take a little time. I hope that you'll subscribe and follow the progress on openwoodshop.com as I go along. And of course there'll be other project videos that will be thrown in along the way. But for a little while, I can just stand here admiring my small stack of freshly made boards.